Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing details on Fortnite Chapter 4. I want to let you all know that I've started streaming Fortnite recently, and I'm going to try and stream it as frequently as I can. So if you want to join these live streams, make sure you subscribe to the channel and put notifications on so you get notified every time I go live. And without further ado, let's just get straight into the video. So for the past couple of weeks, a lot of people have been speculating that next season of Fortnite is going to actually be Chapter 4. Now this was completely insane because we're only on Season 4 of this chapter, and the most seasons we've ever got is 10. In Chapter 1 we got 10 seasons, and in Chapter 2 we got 9 seasons, so it would be kind of okay if in Chapter 3 we only got 8 seasons. But instead, we're actually doubling it down and we're only getting 4. Personally, I'm okay with this because the chapter's been going on for about a year now, and I think that's enough. Yesterday at the end of the FNCS, Chapter 4 was officially announced. So it's official. Next season, we're going to be getting a completely new island, new POIs, new guns, and possibly even new vehicles. Everything is going to be brand new, and I'm so excited. The Chapter 3 Season 4 live event will be happening on December 3rd at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, and the new chapter will start the very next day. Hopefully we won't be getting too big of a downtime. It doesn't seem like it, and hopefully there aren't any issues, because I feel like next chapter is going to be insane, and I'll tell you why. Creative 2.0 has been in the works now for a couple months, and it is supposed to be insane. People are going to be able to create their own maps, their own structures, and possibly even their own live events. So it seems like we're going to be seeing a lot more better creative maps when we load into the game. And not only that, but it is going to be arriving at the very beginning of Chapter 4. It was set to release on December 4th, the exact moment when Chapter 4 started, but it's now been delayed till late January. It will still be in the first season of Chapter 4 though, so make sure you're ready for that. Another thing that we could probably expect to see in Chapter 4 is first person mode. First person mode has been worked on for also a couple months now, and I feel like this is a new mechanic that could be added to the game in a brand new chapter. Personally, I don't think it's a setting you'll be able to turn on. I think it's going to be its own game mode, kind of like what no build is. Because I can't see people who are playing in first person mode and not first person mode in the same game. It doesn't really seem fair. If you didn't know, all the Fortnite maps are named after Greek gods. The Chapter 1 map is named Athena, the Chapter 2 map is named Apollo, and the Chapter 3 map that we're on now is named Artemis. So the Chapter 4 map is going to be named Asteria. We have no hints on what this map is going to look like, but we will find out on the very first day of Chapter 4 on December 4th. So what exactly is going to be happening in this live event? Well, the live event's official name is called Fracture, which makes me believe that the Chrome is quite literally going to break apart the island. So if it is going to do that, then where are we going to go? Last chapter, we quite literally flipped the island over to a brand new island, but we can't exactly do that this time. A lot of people have been saying that Chapter 4 would be nice if we flipped back over the island. Personally, I don't think this would be nice in most ways. I've never played on the Chapter 2 map, and I would really like to play on it, but there's just no way that this is going to happen. New chapters are supposed to bring new beginnings, and going back to something that we already were on just doesn't seem right. So where will we go? Well, personally, I feel like the next chapter is going to be in Reality 659. Now that might seem really random, except for the fact that Reality 659 is where the paradigm's from. It's the place where she went when she dove straight into the 0 point in Loot Lake in the trailer. And I feel like in the live event, she's going to come back out with a solution to fix this Chrome and defeat the Herald, but it's just not going to work. So in the end, we're going to follow her straight into Loot Lake, into the 0 point, into Reality 659. So if we're going to be going into a completely different reality, then are the POIs on the map going to be making it into the new map? Throughout this season, we've seen a lot of POIs and buildings be lifted off of the ground because of this Chrome devouring the entire POI. So No Sweat Insurance has been trying to lift some of these buildings off these POIs to try and save them from the Chrome. And while this has been working, is it going to save them from escaping the island in general? Personally, I don't think this is going to happen for multiple reasons. It obviously could physically happen. All the buildings could float above Loot Lake and then just simply drop into the 0 point. But I just don't think we'll be carrying anything from Chapter 3 into Chapter 4. So then what's going to be happening to all the citizens on the island that the IO ship and the pirate ship have been picking up the past couple of weeks? Well, I feel like there's a good chance that both the IO ship and the pirate ship in the very last update of the season are going to be floating above Loot Lake so that all the people can be jumping straight into the 0 point with us. We really have no idea what Chapter 4 is going to look like, but I could definitely tell you it's going to look insane. So there are some things that we could be expecting in Chapter 4. So what are some things that we won't be expecting in Chapter 4? Well, for starters, hopefully we won't be seeing any of the chrome, nor the goo guns, thank God, nor any of the chrome weapons. We probably won't be seeing a lot of these guns that are in the game right now. We'll probably get an entire new set of guns, kind of like we did with the beginning of Chapter 3. But who knows? I mean, with Fortnite, any gun could be invaulted any week. So you don't have to say goodbye to these weapons for too long. Although I don't think that the goo gun will ever be unvaulted again because it kind of fits with the season. So you could say goodbye to that. Along with just items in general, like the shockwaves and the dial-a-drops, I do think we'll definitely be seeing some of these in Chapter 4. Because the dial-a-drop was just released, it doesn't make sense for it to be removed right after. Items like this always come back to the game eventually. And like, come on, how can we play the game without shockwaves? But besides weapons and items, what are stuff that we also won't be seeing in Chapter 4? Well, for one, we won't be seeing Fort Jonesy, nor any of the IO ships, or Sleepy Sound, or Shimmering Shrine. Like who goes to that place? Nobody goes to that place. Or Condo Canyon, or Chonkers Speedway, or the Reality Tree, or Greasy Grove, nor will we see Tilted. But let's be honest though, Tilted manages to make its way into every chapter, so there's probably going to be a big chance that we'll see some version of it in Chapter 4. Along with the rest of these POIs, I've really missed them, and I had a lot of fun over Chapter 3. If you didn't know, I started playing at the very beginning of Chapter 3, so this chapter will always have a special place in my heart. Let me know in the comments if you're excited for Chapter 4, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.